keeps the dragon in its cage. Okay, Cancer, you have space. This can be a time of asking for space, needing space, expanding yourself to have more space, filling up more space, really taking out that space. But there's this sense with the dragon, there's this ferocity, or there's this ferociousness, this motivation of anger, of not being small anymore and filling it up. I'm getting like there's a balance, because he has 2 rings on each arm. Like, you're not being small anymore. You're not going into your crab shell and hiding from the world. You're coming out, you're filling up the space. You don't fucking care what other people say. You're just here. And this can be like showing your feelings, showing your ferociousness, no matter how uncomfortable or unpleasant it makes your open feelings makes other people. You're transforming, you're going into cocoon. This is also, we see your crown chakra. So you're opening your crown chakra, you're blooming, you're coming out of your cocoon. And this is exactly what I was mentioning with the space of coming out of your shell. So this is coming out of your cocoon and really showing your new form to others. And we also have learning from your past, especially if you have Chiron in Cancer. This can be a time, because I know the next upcoming moon is in Cancer, so if you have Chiron in Cancer, this could be a time of working through your past, working through your wounds, letting those feelings go through you, but not attaching yourself to it. And what's the saying with the elephant spirit? The saying goes that an elephant might forgive, but they won't forget. Forgive, but don't forget. But also learning from your past. Learn from your past, but don't attach your past to your current identity. So let that experience move through you, so you're able to alchemize or get out of that cocoon. The safety, your shell that you make yourself, might actually be hindering you. It might be keeping you safe, but actually your shell, the shell we make for ourselves, also keeps us from experiencing life. But get that right now, you're kind of over that. You're kind of over the illusions of safety. You're over making sure everyone else's feelings are good. You're over feeling small so other people get the limelight, and you're now showing up as who you are. You're blossoming, you're blooming. You might show up and people might not even recognize you. You might be the same person, but like the energy you're exuding, like you're elevating. You're you're wearing the same clothes, you're the same being, even if you don't change your physical, how you look. And the butterfly can be about your physical attributes are changing, but it is about like the insides. Once we change what's inside us, then the outside, the outer world, our physical presence, our physical self, or our physical world then changes to match the inside. So this can be December 2023, and a foreshadowing of 2024 can be to accept that transformation is beautiful. Have a different, change what your belief is in regards to transformation. Don't equate transformation to change, that you have to shift, that you have to change something, that things never stay the same. You're transforming, and that this is a path to transcending. Learn from your past, but don't let your past drag you down to who you are. So definitely watch when you're triggered. You coming into as a new self, and people might not recognize you, and they might try to drag you down to who you were, but you're not able to. A butterfly can't become a caterpillar again, because the transformation has already changed. So it's about accepting your that it is going to happen, that it is inevitable, that once you become a butterfly, you can't go back. And it's giving yourself that space to become the butterfly, because it's going from a very small, tiny space to a bigger expansion. But your transformation comes from learning from your past. That's what I'm getting for you, Cancer. And so there is a cutting of ties of something that's anchoring you down. Like I said, something, be careful of people or situations from the past weighing you down. You're not able to fully express yourself. So I feel your anger will come through where you're just gonna cut people off. You're not gonna take anyone's shit. And the one thing about Cancer is you don't want to piss off a Cancer, because the thing about Cancer is they're either going to attack you because they're so pissed off from you constantly, or they're just going to shut down. And being ghosted by Cancer is just a completely different way of being ghosted. The end of the year coming in into 2024, this is a time of evaluating what needs to be let go in order for you to make that shift. Even when it's broken, the rope is broken, the bond is broken, there's still a reaching to what anchors you to. So really reflect if your past, if what you're hanging on to, what grounds you, what roots you, your roots, does that have any purpose? Does that belief from your past, from family ties, how you were raised, does it have any purpose in being able to transcend? Because if it simply just anchors you down and keeps you from expanding, keeps the dragon in its cave, in its cage, then you're going to erupt. By not giving yourself space to express yourself fully, you're going to erupt. And I feel like someone's trying to tie you down and there's going to be a breakage. We have the catalyst. So this is radical changes taking control. This is like a shift is going to be made that is inevitable. And it's through that shift that's the funny thing about change, is we hang on to the past, we hang on to what roots us to consistency, to what we know, even when it's completely, because we see the darkness, it anchors us to the darkness, but by breaking away we're able to see the light, and it illuminates to what was unseen. But we're not able to do that until the breakage happens. So there's going to be like a catalyst, like some kind of shift that occurs in December 2023, or foreshadowing for 2024, where you're going to blossom. You're going to break away. I'm seeing with the butterfly, I'm seeing like your heart opening and a million butterflies coming out of your heart, where you're going to take flight. But the shadow of that, if you're not given space to be creative, to create, maybe to create something, but there's going to be like a catalyst, like someone's going to be a catalyst to your change. So this can be you're going back to school, or there's some schooling needed to be done, or there's some education that you still need to do, but also investigation, research. So there's something that's coming up that you're going to have to investigate and research more. This is maybe scripting, especially with the crown chakra, but there's some kind of knowledge that you're gaining in this experience. So this is opportunities and growth through expanding your knowledge. And this card always gives me the Hermit energy, because the pilgrimage is about a journey. And oftentimes in religion, you go through a pilgrim journey alone. Like it's part of your like relationship with God or whatever, if you believe that. But it can also be a journey with like your higher self, or like obviously if you don't believe, whatever you believe in, it's like the higher power or an unexplained power, or your guides or angels. But this is investigation, this is research, this is putting more the mapping of a investigation, like a murder investigation, where you're having to put like the red lines and connect to the red lines. And especially with the anchor and the fact it's a red rope, I want to put these cards like this. You're going to there's going to be something that comes up. There's I'm getting there's like some secret knowledge, unbound or bound knowledge that you need to investigate in order, and this will propel you. This will be the catalyst. There's going to be some sort of knowledge, and we'll see what will come through. But there are going to be opportunities and growth, but I feel that this will come through a minor like investigation of information. So like maybe a mini hermit mode for 2024. I feel like you're going to go in hermit mode and put all the information on one board, or put all the information in one notebook in order to connect the dots. Something's going to happen that's going to shift all this and combine all this together, where you will see how it all came together in order for you to transform. But in order to transform, you have to not be a victim to your past, but see your past as something to learn from and to move through from, but it's not something to anchor you down. Okay, so we have a King of Wands. Obviously, King of Wands is connected to Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. But this is a person that has the passion, they have the creativity, they have the ignition. They're like the power horse to igniting. They're like the boss that motivates their team. They're like the flame to the company. But we're seeing the world. So this is completion. This is also a new beginning. So this could be if the King of Wands is you, or if this is someone else coming into your life. You definitely have to look into information that you're receiving. Something is being revealed to you, and it's going to like opportunities grow. It's going to be the catalyst to shifting into a new cycle, a new beginning, or to ending something in order to begin. Balancing your emotions. Don't be triggered that you completely erupt. Take up space, but it's about taking the knowledge, taking the water energy of the moon, taking the information that is revealed to you through your dreams or through subconscious, or maybe even someone comes to you with like an investigation, or someone does an investigation on you, you do an investigation on someone else, and you take that water that's coming up in the moon and you balance it out. Don't just erupt with whatever information you receive from the moon. God, the King of Swords. God, the Seven of Swords. Four of Cups. They're trying to steal your passion by stealing your ideas, and they're trying to get away with it because they don't like what they have, so they're trying to take from you. So this is really protecting your kingdom. You have a lot of power, you have a lot of passion for what you do, and people see that and they're not impressed with what they have, so they feel they have to steal from you. And this is someone that could be in your inner circle, so they could be essentially working with you, and something else is going on behind the scenes where they're stealing your ideas in order to become successful from your ideas, from your business, and make it their own. You need to listen to your intuition. I feel that someone wants you to not have as many cups as you have, or someone wants you to have as many cups as they have, because I feel this person is disappointed with what they have, and they feel whatever they have isn't enough, so they have to steal from you. They have to steal from other people. That's how they feel they have to get by in the world. The moon is clarified by the High Priest and Ace of Wands, so I'm seeing that you really have to tap into your intuition. To like whoever has an offering for you, you really have to study where the offering is and what their intentions are. The Hangman and Justice are clarifying the world. This is something in regards to a legal dispute, and someone's like stealing information from you. And so this is like someone else you're working with, because this is the King of Swords with the King of Wands. But you have to pay attention to the Temperance You have to pay attention to using the water of the moon, of what's coming out of the subconscious, and dipping your toes in that and using that water to balance out. So this could be simply just working through your subconscious and clearing out what's coming up with the upcoming moon in Cancer. Whatever's coming, that there's going to be a new beginning or ending something to begin something new, but it's going to be done through having a different perspective on it to create that justice. So this isn't coming in with ferocity to end something, but this is just you're letting people and themselves, and you're letting the system that you have. So this might be creating a system, or the system that you have created. It might be important to look into a system. Someone's trying to steal information from you, and the completion, the world card, it comes from having a different perspective on how you will receive justice, on how you will take justice. So this isn't just coming in and having a Game of Thrones and just killing a whole village, but it's having a different perspective of, in some way, you're shifting how you view giving justice to others, or to getting justice for people that have wronged